Hello everyone, I'm Jean Michelle Vogdas and I'm the presenter of Teaching as Profession. So, teaching as profession. In Philippines, teaching is considered a profession. There are laws, decrees that ensure the practice is regulated. Based on these laws, the following are known about teaching profession. So, beforehand, we tackle about qualification of teaching profession. So first, all teacher must be college graduate, bachelor's degree holders according to RA 4670. So the bachelor's degree are elementary education, early childhood education, special needs education, technical vocational teacher education, culture and arts education, and physical education. The second line of qualification is if a professional wants to teach but not hold aforementioned degrees, he or she must earn 18 units of professional education according to RA 6470. So this qualification as teaching is follows in public schools and even some are private. So but some of it are all closely with public schools. So next. So the work conditions. So teachers are guaranteed security of tenure as stated in labor laws as long as they possess the necessary qualification. So therefore, bachelor's degree, professional license, RA 7836, and civil service eligibility. So there are different securities if you are in work. So as stated in labor laws, so they possess the necessary qualifications. So the responsibilities, there as a teacher there are different responsibilities. So the first, teacher must adhere the code of professional conduct or ethics, so from PRC based on RA 7836. So the next is a teacher must teach all assigned classes and must perform non-teaching duties such as being class or club advisor and assisting on or organizing school events, among others. The third is teacher applicants must pass medical examination prior to teaching. So according to RA 4670 section 22. So the fourth and the last one is teacher applicants must possess a valid professional teacher license according to RA 7836. So that are the responsibilities of every teachers. So the next is the rights of the teacher. So the teacher must first be notified and he or she must consent in order to transfer from one school to another in case of public school. So RA 4670 section 6. So in this, teacher must comply some documents before they were guaranteed to be transferred to another school. So this is the big process. So unlike sa akong teacher nga nailhan, it siya kay nakaan siya 3 years, it concede 3 years daw before ka makabalhin sa isa ka school. If dira ka, for example, diri ka sa kuan pwede nga school, so bago pa ka niya ganan ka mabalhin, so dili pwede. So dapat 3 years ka before ka mabalhin sa laing nga school. Then some documents must be passed to DepEd. So The next is teachers can establish a joint organization of their choosing. So RA 4670 section 28. So like sa public school, so for example kanang mo kuan siya organization like music organization, kanang kuan siya focus siya sa music or like that. So pwede rin jud na sila freedom nga makaan sila, so na sila rights about that. So next, so the third one is when a teacher is subjected to disciplinary procedures, he or she must inform in writing of what charges are, must given a full access to all evidence in the case, must be given the right to defend himself and to be defended by the representative of his choice, and or his organization, must be given adequate time to prepare his defense, and must be given the right appeal according to RA 4670 section 8. So if the teacher is kanang naisa siya, so dili siya dayon siya i-judge, but i-subjected siya into disciplinary procedure. So naa siya mga charges nga buhaton, so naa jud siya process, dili jud siya pares anang kuan nga kuan dayon siya kuan jud siya nga siya jud sala. So naa siya right nga mo defend, or so pwede siya mo appeal kung sakto, kung ganahan siya. Basta as a right of a teacher, naa jud siya right nga mo defend siyang kaugalingon, or naa siya ikuan nga siya katong tawhan na mo defend niya. So the next is while the case is pending, no publicity will be given to the case. This helps ensure that teacher's reputation will not suffer, especially if later on he or she will be proven innocent. So as kuan kanang mga tao nga naa saksian na sa kanang board like that, or kanang meeting nila, so kanang kuan walay muli ana nga kuan nga issue or mga details. So dapat jud ang right sa teacher, dapat bisan pag ma-prove wala pa man siya na proven ana nga naba siya sala or wala, so dapat dili walay muli sa kanang kuan situation. So para sa reputasyon sa atong maestra nga dili masuffer ba, kay wala man siya na kuan convicted to kuan proven innocent or not innocent. So that is the right of every teacher. So the next is, so for here we have different career stages of teachers. So di mo dyan na malikayan na mo na yung mga kuan. So na ano yung magbag-o like that, beginners, and the kuan distinguished teachers or kanang mga bansay na. So the PPST introduced 4 career stages for teachers. So what do you mean by PPST? What do you mean by PPST? So PPST is Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. It is basis for all learning and development programs for teachers to ensure that the teachers are properly equipped to effectively implement in K-12 programs. So that is called PPST. So here we are for career stage 1 or beginning teachers. These teachers have gained the qualification recognized for entry into teaching professions. So they have the strong understanding of the subject areas in which they are trained in terms of content knowledge and pedagogy. They possess the requisite knowledge and values that support the teaching and learning process. They manage learning programs and they have strategies that promote learning based on learning needs of their students. And these beginning teachers, they seek advice from experienced colleagues to consolidate their teaching practice. So that are the beginning teachers. So what we call beginning teachers. So the next online is career stage 2 or proficient teachers. So these are the teachers that are professionally independent in the application of skills vital to the teaching and learning process. So they provide focus on teaching programs and that meet curriculum and assessment requirements. They display skills planning, implementing, and managing learning progress or programs. They actively engage in collaboration learning with the professional community and other stakeholders for mutual growth and skills and practices of career stage 1 teachers. So kani sila kay murag silbi kuan na sila ba murag like 3 years na sila, so na sila bansay na sila gamay. So the next is career stage 3 or highly proficient teachers. So consistently display a high level of performance in their teaching practice. So these teachers they manifest in deep and sophisticated understanding of teaching and learning process. They have high education focus, situation cognition, are adept in problem solving and optimize opportunities. Unlike the next stage, which is career stage or highly proficient teachers, consistently display a high level of performance in their teaching practice. So they manifest an in-depth and sophisticated understanding of teaching and learning process. They have the high education focus, situation cognition, and are adept in problem solving and optimize opportunities gained from experience. So career stage 3 6 career stage 3 teachers work collaboratively with colleagues and provide them support and mentoring to enhance their learning and practice. They continually seek to develop their professional knowledge and practice by reflecting on their own needs and those of their colleagues and students. So for the last career stage is career stage 4 or distinguished teachers embody the highest standard for teaching grounded in global best practices. So they exhibit exceptional capacity to improve their own teaching practice that of others. So kani experiencado na kani nga mga teachers like nang dugay na kayo ba. So they are recognized as leaders in education, contributors to profession, and initiators of collaboration and partnerships. They create lifelong impact in the lives of colleagues, students, and others. They consistently seek professional advancement and relevance in pursuit of teaching quality and excellence. They exhibit commitment to inspire the education community and stakeholders for improvement of education provision in the Philippines. So kaning stage 4 kay murag silbi bansay na jud ni dugay na jud kini sa teaching profession nila. So kanang mahug kani sila kay promoted into kanang dako nga position like principal. Ang uban na ni kay masteral to makakuha na nga kuan nga teaching position like principal ng murag head sa kanang nga kuan organization like that. So to the next one, so I have a table here. So the table below summarizes the commonalities and differences among these stages of teacher. So first, stage 1 beginning. So we have stage 1 beginning, stage 2 proficient, stage 3 highly proficient, stage 4 distinguished. So Under that, maximum qualifications, degree, bachelor's degree professional as a teacher. Yeah. Then, in relation to others, so, in relation to others, ang stage 1 or the beginning teachers as help. So, ano dyan na, so, kung nag-beginning pa ka, so, mag-ask you kag help sa mga bansay nga mo tudlo, like that. So, stage 2, proficient. Kanang, nakasik naman sa help. So, mga bag-o pa ni, kanang Borg Silvi, nagdugay na sila ba? So, nagkuan sa sila, kanang makabuhat na sila, kay nakakaton naman sila sa ilahang mga bansay nga mga kauban nga mga teachers sad. So naka-learn siya, so makahimo na siya sa iya hasad. So stage 3 is highly proficient. So in relation to others, sila kay give help to fellow faculty members. So kani sila kay mga bansay naman sa sila niya. So kani sila kay willing sila mo give og help sa mga kuan nila, mga co-teachers o co-workers. So this stage 4 or distinguished in relation to others, sila kay gives help to fellow faculty members, even the students, even the strangers, through textbooks, mobile authors, researchers, seminars, and facilitators. So inano na siya ka-advance ang kanang stage 4 nato nga gitawag nga distinguished teachers. So for the next slide, we have individual plan for professional. So it is called IPPD. So the IPPD first introduced in June 2010 by the DepEd or Department of Education. It helps professional plan for their continuous learning and development. So it would be helpful for the teachers. So every teacher regularly and individually prepares, implements, and monitor and updates the plans in consultation with their school head, who help match the plan with the teacher's strengths and needs assessment for particularly region or area. So for the next slide is judging teachers' competence. So it is very important in every public school teachers to evaluate teachers' competence. So for competency-based performance appraisal system for teachers, this tool or the tool evaluates public school teachers in terms of how they comply with the NCBTS PPST standards. So what do you mean by NCBTS? So NCBTS is National Competency-Based Teacher Standards. And how about PPST? So PPST is Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. So as you see, there are table in there. So nakahati siya sa duha. So NCBTS, the NCBTS, PPST. So for instructional competence, we have domains 3, 4, and 5 for NCBTS. In other hand, the DNCBTS or PPST domains 1, 3, 4, and 5. So first we dig deeper about domains 3, 4, and 5 in NCBTS. So for domain 3 in NCBTS, so diversity of learners. Teachers facilitate the learning process of different types of learners. They recognize individual differences and design learning experience according to these differences. So how about domain 4 in the NCBTS? So in curricula, teachers maximize all the elements of teaching learning process to help students achieve goals, attain high standards of learning and success. So the elements include subject matter, knowledge, strategies, activities, instructional materials, resources, and knowledge of the learners. So, for Domain 5 in NCVTS, planning and assessing reporting. So, teachers align their assessment and planning activities in order to ensure that the activities are matched to the current knowledge and skills of every student. So when they have the assessment data, teachers use this to adjust teaching learning episodes and provide either enhancement or remediation. So teachers utilize diagnostic, formative, summative assessments and effectively. Teachers report students' achievement and points for improvement accurately. So how about instructional competence in PPST? So we have Domain 1. So content, knowledge, and pedagogy. So based on PPST, content knowledge and its application within across curriculum areas. So the next is research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning, positive use of ICT, strategies for promoting literacy and numeracy, strategies for developing critical, creative thinking as well as higher order thinking skills, mother tongue Filipino, English in teaching and learning, classroom communication strategies are in Domain 1. So for Domain 3, it includes diversity of learners based on PPST. So learners, gender needs, strengths, interests, and experiences. Learners' linguistic, cultural, social, economical, and religious backgrounds. Learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. Learners in difficult circumstances. Learners from indigenous groups. So we're down to Domain 4. So curriculum and planning. Based on PPST, planning and management of teaching and learning process, learning outcomes align with learning competencies, relevance and responsiveness of learning programs, professional collaboration to enrich teaching practice, teaching and learning resources including ICT. So we're down to Domain 5. For Domain 5, we have assessment and reporting. So based on PPST, design, selection, organization, and utilization of assessment strategies, monitoring and evaluation of learner progress and achievement, feedback to improve learning, communication of learner needs, progress, and achievement to key stakeholders, use of assessment data to enhance teaching and learning practices and programs. So next, we have school and home community linkages. So for Domain 2 is learning environment. So teachers provide a physical and social environment where all students, despite their differences, can engage in all learning activities and achieve curricular goals. That's in Domain 2. So for Domain 6, community linkages, teachers ensure school activities are aligned with the values, aspirations, and experiences of students in their homes and communities. Teachers forge and strengthen links with the community aid of achieving curricular objectives. So for school and home community linkages in PPST, we have Domain 2, in which learning environment on PPST, learning safety and security, fair learning environment, management of classroom structure and activities, support for learning participation, promotion of purposive learning, management of learner behavior. So for domain 6, community linkages and professional engagement. Based on PPST, established of learning environments, there are response to community context, engagement of parents in the wider school community in the educative process, professional ethics, school policies, and procedures. So we're down to professional and growth and professional characteristics. So for domain 1, stated here that social regard for learning. Teachers serve as positive and powerful role models of values like pursuit of learning and effort to learn. The teacher's action statements and social interaction with students show the role models. So for domain 7, professional growth and professional development. Teachers demonstrate high regard for being a teacher. Teachers demonstrate concern for their professional development and ensure they continuously improve. So for professional and social growth and professional characteristics in BPST stated that professional growth, domain 7 stated professional growth and professional development, philosophy of teaching, dignity of teaching as a profession, professional links with colleagues, professional reflection and learning to improve practice, professional development, and goals. So this system developed as a result of Republic Act 9155 or the Governance Basic Education Act. So the result-based performance management system, or what we call RPMS. So the RPMS replaced CBPAS or CBPAST in school year 2014-2015. The undertaking is shared by the teacher and the superior. There is an open discussion of job expectation, K results area or KRAS, objectives, and how they align the goal of Department of Education. So what makes RPMS different in last part development plan? So this lists what will be done to improve the points where the teacher scored low. So for legal dimension of education, we have primacy of Constitution. So the Constitution is the highest law of the land. At the present, the Constitution of the Philippines in the year 1987 Constitution and its provision in Article 16 will be the outline for all legal documents pertaining education, whether they are implemented before or after the ratification of the 1987 Constitution. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening.